the unique and bizarre Finnish Bicycle Brigade. In the harsh winter of 1939 to 1940, as the world watched in awe and terror, the small nation of Finland stood firm against the massive Soviet Union in what became known as the Winter War. Among the many tales of heroism and ingenuity from this conflict, one stands out for its sheer audacity and unconventional brilliance: the story of the Finnish Bicycle Brigade. This is a story of how a simple, everyday object became a weapon of war, turning the tide in favour of the underdog. On November 30th, 1939, the Soviet Union launched an invasion of Finland, seeking to secure strategic territories and buffer zones. The Soviet Red Army, confident in its vast numbers and superior firepower, expected a swift victory. The Finnish army, however, had other plans. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Finns knew their land intimately, and they were determined to defend it at all costs. As Soviet tanks and troops advanced into the snow-covered forests of Finland, they encountered fierce resistance from highly motivated Finnish soldiers. The Finns used the dense forest to their advantage, launching guerrilla attacks and ambushes. One of the most surprising and effective tactics employed by the Finns was the use of bicycles. The Finnish Bicycle Brigade was not a formal unit, but a strategy adopted by various units within the Finnish army. Recognizing the limitations of traditional vehicles in the snowy terrain and the unreliability of horses in the cold, Finnish commanders turned to bicycles for mobility. This decision would prove to be a masterstroke. Finnish soldiers, dressed in white camouflage to blend in with the snow, used bicycles to move swiftly and silently through the forests. The bicycles allowed them to cover great distances quickly, launch surprise attacks, and then disappear before the Soviets could react. This mobility was crucial in a landscape where speed and surprise could mean the difference between life and death. The Battle of Suomussalmi, one of the most dramatic examples of the Bicycle Brigade's effectiveness, came during the Battle of Suomussalmi in December 1939. The Soviets aimed to cut Finland in half by capturing the town of Suomussalmi and advancing to the Gulf of Bothnia. A Soviet division, well equipped and confident, marched towards the town, expecting little resistance. However, the Finnish forces, though vastly outnumbered, used their intimate knowledge of the terrain and their bicycles to outmaneuver the Soviets. Finnish troops on bicycles flanked the Soviet forces, cutting off their supply lines and communication routes. They launched hit-and-run attacks, ambushing Soviet convoys and disappearing into the forests.
We moved like shadows in the snow. The bicycles gave us the speed we needed to strike and vanish before the Soviets knew what hit them. Their confusion was our advantage.
Private Kari Leitonen, Finnish Bicycle Brigade. The bicycle allowed Finnish soldiers to be everywhere and nowhere at once. The Soviets, burdened by their heavy equipment and reliance on roads, found themselves at a severe disadvantage. The nimble Finnish soldiers could strike from unexpected directions, retreat quickly, and regroup for the next assault. The frozen lakes and forests, which the Soviets saw as obstacles, became highways for the bicycle-mounted Finns. The Battle of Suomussalmi turned into a nightmare for the Soviet forces. Surrounded and cut off, the Soviets faced starvation and the brutal Finnish winter. Desperate Soviet attempts to break through the Finnish lines were met with fierce resistance. The Finnish Bicycle Brigade played a key role in this defence, using their mobility to stay one step ahead of the enemy. By January 1940, the Finnish forces had achieved a stunning victory at Suomussalmi. The Soviet division was destroyed, with thousands of soldiers killed or captured and vast quantities of equipment seized. This victory was a significant morale boost for Finland and a severe blow to the Soviet war effort.
We could never understand how they moved so fast. One moment they were there, the next they were gone. The bicycles, they were like phantoms on wheels.
Sergeant Ivan Petrov, Soviet Red Army. Throughout the Winter War, the Bicycle Brigade continued to play a critical role in Finnish guerrilla warfare. Their ability to move quickly and quietly allowed them to launch numerous successful operations against Soviet positions. The psychological impact of these attacks on Soviet troops was immense. The Soviets began to see the Finns as ghostly figures who could appear and disappear at will, striking fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned soldiers. One Soviet soldier's diary entry captured the terror they felt. The Finns are everywhere. We hear the sound of bicycles at night. And then the silence before the attack. They are like phantoms in the snow.
The Soviets underestimated us. They didn't understand our land, our people, or our determination. The bicycles were just one part of our strategy, but they became a symbol of our resilience and ingenuity.
Captain Antti Virtanen, Finnish Army, the legacy of the Bicycle Brigade. The unconventional use of bicycles in the Winter War stands as a testament to Finnish ingenuity and determination. The Finnish Bicycle Brigade demonstrated that even in modern warfare, adaptability and resourcefulness could turn the tide against a more powerful foe. The success of the Bicycle Brigade has been studied in military academies around the world as an example of how unconventional tactics can overcome significant disadvantages. The story of the Finnish Bicycle Brigade is not just about bicycles. It's about the spirit of a nation fighting for its survival. It's about how ordinary people, using extraordinary ingenuity, can achieve the impossible. The legacy of the Bicycle Brigade lives on as a symbol of resilience, innovation, and the power of unconventional thinking in the face of overwhelming odds. The Bizarre Finnish Bicycle Brigade is a remarkable and inspiring chapter in military history. During the Winter War, the simple bicycle became a weapon of strategic importance, allowing Finnish soldiers to outmaneuver and outfight a vastly superior Soviet force. This story is a testament to the courage, ingenuity, and determination of the Finnish people. It serves as a reminder that in the face of adversity, creativity, and resilience can lead to victory. Did you like this video? Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and let us know what you think.